Hi, I'm Desi Arnaz, professional real estate investor, and today I'm going to be talking about notes, and I'm going to do my best today to demystify the whole topic of note investing for you. Note investing is a pretty sexy topic in today's world, right? We hear people talking about it all the time. Performing notes, non-performing notes, things like that, flipping notes, holding notes. And the question often comes to me, exactly what is note investing? And how does it work? And is it so great like everybody's making it seem? Well, in order to understand note investing, we need to define what a note is. You see, a note is a document that memorializes a promise to pay. Now, we all carry something like that around with us almost every day. We call it a check. That's right, the check that you have in your checkbook is a note. In fact, your checkbook is a book of notes. They're blank notes at this point, but you can create value in those notes when you complete the note, sign it, and deliver it to someone for payment. You see, when you deliver a check to someone, you've just done a note deal. Now, the collateral for that note is the money that you have in the bank. And if you have no money in the bank, then that check is pretty much worthless, and most people won't accept it from you, especially if they have knowledge that you don't have any money backing it up. And so now that you understand the basics of a note and what a note is, let's take a look and transition over to a mortgage-backed real estate note. Mortgage notes that are backed up or secured by real estate are not collateralized by the money that you have in the bank. In fact, they're collateralized by exactly what you might expect. Real estate, right? Which is better than money in the bank in many ways. Now, here's where the safety comes in this type of an investment. When a person accepts the lender's money, they have to pledge something in return. So, most lenders will require real estate that's owned by the borrower. So here's how it works. If a borrower fails to honor their obligations under the terms of the agreement, that would be the note, then the lender has a right to foreclose on that property and repossess that property. And once they've repossessed that property, they can sell it, they can rent it out, they can do whatever they want to do with it because now the lender owns that property. Savvy note investors understand this, and they make sure that when they buy a note, they don't invest more than a small percentage of the value of the real estate because that's their collateral. For example, if a house is worth $100,000, the investor may only invest $60,000 or $70,000. That way, no matter what, their money is safe, and if they have to sell that property, they can actually get their money out plus a profit. But on the other hand, as long as the borrower makes the payments as agreed and honors all of the terms of the note, the lender has no rights to go in there and push them out of the house or try and repossess the house or anything like that. Now, from an investment standpoint, you also have to understand that the lender is not responsible for property taxes. The lender is not responsible for maintenance or repairs of the property. The lender is not responsible for keeping the property insured or a host of other things. All of those responsibilities rest with the homeowner, who is the borrower. So the lender's only role here is to lend money and collect payments, which, by the way, include a ton of interest. If you've ever looked at a mortgage, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So what I'm talking to you about today is becoming the lender. We don't buy the real estate, we buy the mortgage that the real estate collateralizes. Recently, one of my note investing partners, who's over 70 years old, said to me, "Hey, I don't want to buy a 30-year mortgage. I might not even be around for 30 years. Well, here's what he didn't understand and what I'd like for you to understand. Buying a mortgage is no different than buying another type of investment. If you were to buy stock in Microsoft, well, Microsoft stock is going to be around for the next 100 years or more, right? Well, that doesn't mean that you need to keep it for 100 years, does it? It's the same thing with mortgage notes. There's a vibrant marketplace in which mortgage notes are bought and sold every day all around the world. And you would be a participant in that market. So when you buy a mortgage note, you can hold on to it for a few years, collect the monthly payments, collect the interest, and put all that money in your bank account. And when you're ready for cash, you simply put that note up for sale and sell it. It's no different than if you owned a rental home and you put that property up for sale and sell it to get your cash out. But here's one of the benefits that I've already seen with mortgage notes. When you do pass these notes on to your heirs, they tend to keep them. Versus real estate, they tend to sell them to get the cash. Well, the reason they keep these notes is because these notes are generating cash flow every single month. I mean, if you left your children a note that's paying $800 a month, why would they want to cash that in? $800 a month is just going to help subsidize their lifestyle, and it could go on for decades. And that's the beauty of these mortgage notes. Not only are they good for you, they're good for your heirs as well. So the bottom line is that with mortgage note investing, the investor either gets the money that he's owed with interest, or they get the property, which is more valuable than the money that's owed to them. And if they need cash, the investor can sell that mortgage note quickly. It's as liquid as stocks or bonds. As a matter of fact, you can actually get money from a note in 24 to 48 hours. Try doing that with a stock. You sell your stock and typically you gotta wait about five to 7 days to get your money. And try doing that with a piece of real estate. If you own a rental home and you sell it in order to get the money out, it might take you, first of all, months to find a buyer to sell it, and then more months to get paid from that buyer if they even qualify to buy the property. So mortgage notes give you a great return with safety and liquidity. I think it's a great investment. What do you think? To learn more about mortgage notes and how you can invest in them, whether it's through your IRA, your 401k, or just your personal savings, go to my website at americole.com and watch some of the training videos that we have there. They're free and they're very informative. I'm sure you'll learn a lot from them. Again, I'm Desi Arnaz, professional real estate investor, and I want to thank you for watching this video.